Howdy everyone, welcome back to another video. It was just Labor Day weekend and I was able to get out and do some fishing. So this video will be a little different than my others and it'll be more of a compilation of the fish that I caught this weekend. I caught some Tautog in the inlet, I caught some Fluke off the surf, and I caught some Croaker in the bay. So it's sort of a multi-species, multi-location video. But with that said, I hope you enjoy and let's get fishing. So we are back out here doing some Tautog fishing. I'm here with Shane. Oh, he just swiped that one. And we're out here using the Tautog jig yet again. So yeah, let's get fishing. We got sand fleas and hopefully we can land a keeper today. We'll see. There we go. Ooh. So we're swinging these crabs way out there. That's kind of been working for us the most. Oh. All right, finally got on one. Yeah, it's all right. It's a decent sized one. So going farther out seems to be the plan here. Because in close, I think a lot of them are too small. This feels like a better fish. Maybe? No? Nah, it's about the same. Hey, double up! Shane just got one too. We're basically kind of the same size. Hopefully more double ups to come this morning. Oh! Is it stuck? That's a good fish. Shane got on another nice fish right here. It's a 12-incher, we just measured it up. So I actually recently did a video about how to use these jigs for Tautog fishing. And if you want to check that out, you can check that out here. It's kind of the process of me learning how to use them better and giving some tips and tricks along the way. This is just kind of a chill fishing session today. It's Labor Day weekend, so hopefully we get in on a lot of fishing. I met some subscribers out on the rocks that day, which really made my day. It's nice to get to know some of the people that watch these videos, so shout out to all of you. Sea bass. This is my first sea bass of the day. Shane's caught a few of them. I'll let him have that sand flea. So I'm switching to a 3/4 ounce jig here, and not because of holding bottom or anything, but I actually wanted to get down to the bottom faster. I think the 1/2 ounce jig, the sand fleas were kind of getting swiped before it even hit the bottom by maybe smaller fish, so hopefully this gets down to the bottom better. As you can see, in most cases, the bite was pretty much instantaneous after the jig hits the water. We were getting a lot of immediate bites from smaller fish on the way down, which is why I wanted to get the heavier jig to the bottom faster. There we go, that's a good one. It's about time. And there he goes. Been whiffing on tons of fish, so it felt good to get that bite. All right, these fish are so slippery that I keep dropping them in between the rocks. So this is the first one that I've been able to show today, but a lot of them, again, around this same size, at least recently, but you know, hopefully they keep getting bigger and bigger. There's not many sand fleas left, so we're gonna keep trying. Shane is on a good fish right here. We also were wearing the same Salty Sam shirt. We didn't coordinate this, it just happened. Oh, this feels like a good one. Okay, here we got a 12.5. Put up a nice fight. It made it feel a lot bigger than it actually was. So he's going back. So we finished up our sand crabs. We didn't catch any keepers, unfortunately, but we did catch a lot of, decent sized fish. So it's just the beginning of the weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, and there's a lot more fishing to be done. I'll be going for some fluke and maybe some kingfish too. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, we got a little bit of a windy morning here, so I'm gonna try to block the wind a little bit. But I've been craving getting in on some fluke action, so this morning we're gonna be using the single jig with the jerk shad, and we'll be walking up and down the beach trying to find the fluke. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we get on some. So this morning we got the pink shine jerk shad on the 1/4 ounce jig. So surprisingly, the surf isn't as rough as I expected it to be considering the wind, but yeah, this should work pretty well, and hopefully we get some fish. All right, this feels like a little one. Oh, wow. It's a little bluefish. Was not expecting that. All right, there we go. Little tiny bluefish. It's pretty cool. It's a little tough keeping contact with the jig with these winds. The wind is just really pulling my line like crazy. I started by walking south down the beach and then decided to flip around and head north up the beach a ways. Just wanted to include this shot because I thought the birds flying around looked pretty cool. I again walked up the beach to a new spot, and then on the first cast finally got on a fluke. As you can see, I'm casting out towards my left, which is up current, and then by the time I catch this fish, I hook it from the right side, showing how that jig is drifting. Finally. Oh, this took at least like 2 hours to get. Ooh, that's a good sized fish too. So this fish right here is just 18 inches, but I'm gonna throw him back. Maybe we'll get another keeper on the board. Let's see. See, big guy. So it took me about like 2 hours to find that bite. After that first bluefish, I moved up and down the beach, and I just wasn't getting any kind of fish. But like I said, it was just 18 inches. Hope I'm not getting greedy, thinking that I'll get a bigger fish, but we'll see. Even if I don't take one home today, we're still having some fun out here. I feel like I've been having issues with the jerk shads getting torn up really easily and falling off the hook after catching fluke. Let me know if it's just me or if anyone else feels the same way in the comments. So I got this little steep drop off right in front of me, which will provide a good place for fluke to sit in. Oh, there we go, finally. It's kind of small though. Yeah, it's small on it, but it's a fish. Okay, there we go. Small fluke. Just spit up a lot of sand fleas actually. It's going back. That was right away. I whipped him on the first hook set, but glad it came back. Let's see how big this guy is. Pretty small. And we lost our jerk shad too. All right, here we go. Fluke number 3 of the morning. It is kind of a cool feeling when right upon the lure dropping in the water, you get bites. Because it's kind of like you really just hit the sweet spot. So I switched up to a 6-inch grub with the pink shine, same color. Ooh, this feels like a good fish. Not bad, but not huge. All right, it's a decent fish right there on my first cast in this next spot. Well, it was a slow morning today. I think 4 or 5 fish in total. One bluefish, that was kind of a cool catch. It took me about 2 hours after I caught that bluefish though to get another bite. The bite that we did get was a keeper size, but we let it go. So maybe good karma will come back to us later and when we're out here, and we'll try fluking again. So. One fluke that keeps chasing it back right in front of me. There's a hit. There we go. Ooh. This is a mean one. Little but feisty. It's a nice little fluke right there. I think that's the one that's been chasing me this whole time. So we finally got on him. Here we go. Little one right in the wash. Tiny fish. Ooh, it's got a little parasite on it actually. All right, going back. All right, wasn't even recording, but here's the last one of the day. Told myself last cast, and sure enough, last cast, last fish. It hit right in the wash right here. So I just kind of left my jerk shad sitting there. Ooh, and yeah, it bit right at the lip. So I'm out here bayside. This morning the weather wasn't that great, so I actually didn't go to the ocean to catch some fluke, but I'm gonna try fishing for some spot, just have a little chill afternoon. And yeah, let me show you my setup here. So I've got this little sabiki rig here. It's got 4 hooks in total, and each of these hooks are size 4 hooks. They've also got this little fish skin on it. And then at the bottom, I got a 1-ounce bank sinker, which should be enough to hold in here. And yeah, hopefully we can get on some croaker. Let's try it out. So it's a little windy, but I'm gonna try to aim for this little dock area over here. I'm sure there's a lot of fish sitting right in there. So let's give it a shot, swing it out there. And we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit. See what happens. All right, we're getting bites, there we go. First one of the day. Oh, and he came off. Wow, this is the tiniest sea bass I've ever seen. It's not what I expected though. I thought it would be a croaker. See ya. There we go. I've been hooking into a couple of them, but have not successfully landed one yet. Ooh, that's a big one. Nice. All right, pretty nice croaker here. This one's going in the bucket. Well, I came out here yesterday and I caught 1 croaker, but in order to have a meal, I'm definitely gonna need a few more. So we're gonna try again and see how many we can get in on. One thing I want to point out is that if you take notice, I used the same rod and reel for all 3 of these species. It really just goes to show how far a 7-foot medium rod can get you when salt fishing in the summer. You can really catch a ton of species on it. It's super versatile. We got a fish. That's a pretty good one. Nice. Definitely going in the bucket. Thinking I should have stepped down the hooks maybe one size, two sizes. I think a lot of these fish are a little too small for these hooks. There we go. All right, hopefully we don't lose this one. I lost a few fish on the hook set on this session, so my critiques for myself would be to set the hook a bit sooner. I was letting the fish take the bait a bit too long. I would also step down the hook size and set the hook a little lighter. I was definitely ripping the hook set on these smaller fish. Oh. I'm gonna put this one back, actually. There's another fish. All right, there's a lot of them sitting around that same spot because we're getting bites the minute we drop down in there. Let's see what this is. Oh, there's two of them on here. I don't know, should we take, they're kind of small. I don't know if, I don't think this would be good to take home. There's one. All right, there we go. Going back. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this is my favorite way to enjoy life. Just taking in nature, hanging out, fishing. Can't get any better than this. I went out to the bulkhead again another day to try and get some more croaker, and on the first cast got on them. Here we go. Oh, two of them, finally. All right, they're on the smaller side, but I think we are gonna actually try to keep these. Maybe we'll be able to fillet them. Not making the same mistake as yesterday. Showing you the fish this way instead of over the water. There's another one. Sweet. Got another croaker on the board. They're all kind of sitting around the same spot. Here's another one. Feels like a good fish. Yeah, it's a better spot. Nice. When you take these guys out of the water, usually they're pretty white looking, but they get pretty cool colors on them once they're in the water. I got enough for a small meal and decided to call it a weekend and pack it in. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you had an incredible Labor Day weekend. I may do an Instagram reel cooking the croaker that I caught, so be on the lookout for that in the near future. If you were able to do some fishing this weekend, let me know in the comments how it went and what you caught. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.